Hey guys, welcome back. I am braving -20 wind chill to bring you a review of the 2020 Porsche Macan. Let's go check it out.
Like many of the Porsche cars, the Macan comes in 4 trims: the base, the S, the GTS, and the Turbo. The base price starts at $52,000 and the Turbo takes you all the way up to $84,000. This base model that I'm driving today, I'm going to talk about in terms of driving experience a little later in the video. But right now, let's just take a look at the styling generally of the Macan. It's a very luxurious car. The exterior is very attractive. And the interior, in my opinion, is even more attractive. It's the Cayenne, but it's smaller. The headlights are absolutely beautiful. The rear tail lights have been carried over from the Panamera, and now you can see a very similar kind of design language being used in the new 992. It has all of the refinements you'd expect from a high-end luxury SUV. The interior of the car, as you'll see a little later, is just as beautiful as the exterior. You have the touchscreen functions, you have as many buttons as your little heart could want in the center console, but you get that beautiful Porsche interior cockpit kind of experience. The buttons I prefer in the Macan to the Cayenne because they still have that analog feel. You still get the pushback when you depress the button as opposed to the touchscreen, which was in the Cayenne that I put in my video the other day. The interior leather is beautiful. The moonroof is really, really cool. Just like the Cayenne, you get this beautiful view for the people in the back seat, even the people in the front seat, and it brings a lot of light into the cabin. Wireless Apple CarPlay is standard, which is really fantastic, and also Android Auto, I believe. The sound systems you can upgrade, but I always find that the base sound systems in the Porsche are more than enough for my needs. It looks great on the road. It looks pretty aggressive. It looks sleek. It's definitely a luxury SUV. But what's it like to drive? Let's go take a look.
So let's talk driving experience, and let's do the first thing that anybody in a new car does. Let's hit the gas and see what it gives us. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, all right. Is it super exciting? Is it exhilarating? No, it really isn't. But is it economical? Yes. Is it going to get me from A to B? Yes. Is it luxurious inside? Absolutely. And is the ride quality what I would expect of a Porsche? Definitely. It's comfortable, it's solid, it's firm. The cornering feels fantastic. The only thing that's missing is just the power. That excitement that you get when you put your foot down in a Porsche. So this base model comes with a 4-cylinder engine. It's a 2-liter turbocharged engine, which puts out just less than 250 horses. And for a car of this size and this weight, honestly, that's a bit disappointing. It just basically performs like your average Chevy Malibu or your, basic Jeep Cherokee. It really doesn't give you anything that screams Porsche, apart from the look and feel. Now, for $52,000, Is that a bad thing? No, it behaves and performs just like any other $50,000 SUV. My wife's Highlander, a basic Jeep Grand Cherokee with a few options. It gets you far enough, but it's not as exciting as a Porsche should be. Now, for $60,000 or more, you can go for the S model, and that immediately gets you into the 350 horsepower range. And that gets you from, instead of doing 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, which this model does, it gets you down into the 5-second mark, which is closer to a base Carrera of old. The 996s, the 997s, the base Carrera would get you to 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds. That's more in line with the sort of traditional, purer Porsche experience. You go for the S model, I think you're fine. GTS, you're in the $60,000 range, you're upping the horses to 400 or more, you're getting down into the 4 seconds, 0 to 60. And then of course, if you want to go for the turbo, then you're going to be spending in the higher 70, if not $80,000 range. But you're going to be doing 0 to 60 in 3.5, just under 4 seconds. And that gets you much closer to the truer Porsche sort of driving experience and the expectations of performance that you get from these cars. But the interior is luxurious, just like the Cayenne the other day. You've got the beautiful touchscreen, you've got the beautiful steering wheel, you've got actually the PDK transmission in this instead of the Tiptronic, which is interesting. It's still 7-speed, I think. Am I going to go into 8? No, it's 7-speed, I was right. It doesn't have sports chrono, but it's got the beautiful clock on the front. It's got the heated seats, it's got the cooled seats. So this base model still comes pretty well loaded with a lot of really nice options. You're just not getting the power that you'd want to get from a car like this. So now I'm giving it a little bit of an off-road test. The back roads here in the counties outside of the Twin Cities, you get lots of little county roads that are basically just ice compacted with snow, even more compacted on top. They're bumpy, they're not well maintained, and this little Macan is actually handling them really well. I'm very impressed. I'm not getting much slip or slide. It's actually doing a really good job. So, is this little guy an SUV? Yeah, I would say so. It gives you everything you need to get around town, get around the countryside. It's big enough to be practical. It's small enough not to be obnoxious. But it doesn't give you the thrill. I don't have the thrill factor. But it's a very lovely car. And if that's what you're looking for, something practical, something high-end and luxurious. Are we going to do a little spin on this corner? Just a little bit. Then I think this Macan is absolutely for you. Well guys, thank you so much for checking in for another video. My 991 is ready for pickup. In fact, this afternoon I'm on my way to pick up the car right now. There are a couple of surprises which I'm going to save for the video, but it's going to be an interesting one. Take care, hope you're staying safe and healthy. Check out Friday's podcast, which is going to be dropping. autoamateur.com, Instagram auto.amateur, all that good stuff. Take care, see you soon, bye.